Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mrs. Rosenblum, and we are going to be working in our books on page 23 today for our last two certificate recordings for Opus 3. So get your trombone ready, and let's take a look. So we're going to start with The Saints Go Marching In, number 3.32. And as always, the first thing you should look at is the beginning of the song for the key signature and the time signature. Your key signature has B flat, E flat, and A flat, which means if you have a high or low A flat, it will be in what position? It'll be in third position. So any A flats are in third. If you need to, now would be a great time to mark in those A flats, and they are all high A flats in this piece. So anything on the top line, I'm going to mark a 3 in front of, and if I need to, I will also write the number 3 above it. There's 3 on the top line, and then I got 1, 2 in the bottom line. So go ahead and mark those in so that you are ready for A flat in third position. You may also notice we have a new high note, and that new high note is B flat. So it's an octave away from low B flat. It's in first position. So again, use that pencil, and if you need to, mark in a first position for that high, excuse me, that high B flat that is in the space just above the staff. Here's the high B flat and how it sounds. Now I'm going to go back and forth between the low B flat and high B flat in an octave. Now I'm going to do some A flat octaves to get ready. And as always, for high notes, you need to increase your air, and you need to make tighter dimples. If you watch my mouth as I do those octave jumps, you're going to see that the corners of my mouth, I make some more dimples, and they pop out as I tighten my lips. So, the Saints Go Marching In. We're in 4/4. We've got all of those lovely flats in there, and I'm going to do this one at 74. But I'm also going to do it in 4/4. 1, 2, 3, and... So regarding those high notes, if those high B flats and A flats do not sound pretty right now, it's okay. For brass playing, the only way to get better at high notes is just to try them. And at first, they're going to sound pinched and really awful. Do them anyway. And the more you do them, the more your lips get used to it. And eventually, they will start sounding better. So don't worry about it. If they don't sound great, keep going. Don't beat yourself up over it, and just make sure you're really clear on the positions, okay? All right, let's take a look at number 3.34, long ago. And this one, thankfully, is a lot lower. So you shouldn't be struggling as much with those high notes. It does have something new in here, though, called first and second endings. Now, just above number 3.34, there's a blue box that explains first and second endings. Can you take a moment just to read that through? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, look at 3.34 now, and I'm going to kind of walk us through this. Okay, so there's our first note. I'm going to go ahead and sing the rhythm, and I'll say freeze or pause at some point and tell you where to go next. Follow the music with your finger, please. So at the beginning we have ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, two, ta, ti, ti, two, ta, ti, ti, two, freeze. Now you should have just ended on a B flat half note, and we're in the first ending, and right after that B flat half note, do you see a repeat sign? That repeat sign is going to take us all the way back to the beginning. So go back to the beginning, and then we start again. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, two, stop. Now what we're going to do, since it's our second time through, is we're going to skip the first ending, and we're going to skip over to the second ending. You should see the number 2. And then we go from there. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, two. That's how it works. Let's go ahead and try playing that together. Actually, before we do, one of the big pitfalls of this is I have kids who end up making every note the same length. They go ta, 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 and that's not how the rhythms go. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti. So you really want to make sure that there's a difference between the quarter note and the eighth notes. Just like in Music for the Royal Fireworks, you have to make sure that your slide is ready to move on those eighth notes. So you might want to pause the video now and take a moment to go through all of those eighth notes to see that you're really confident with those positions. Okay, once you've done that, now I'm going to slow us down to 60. Knowing those eighth notes are going to be tricky, we'll go slow. And we're going to play through Long, Long Ago with the first and second ending. A 1, 2, beginning, and